Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original QueenAShakur show. I'm your host, QueenAShakur, and this is your morning wake up call. So, as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at QueenAShakur. You can also follow the QueenAShakur fan page on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow me on Twitter at DGoddess27. Okay, so let's get ready to get into it. Beloveds. Hold on one second. Hold on just a second. Hello, DSB. Silent D is in the house. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Hey, Berta, Cherokee Descended Dale. I see you, beloved. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned in to the Queen. Hey, Swirl Girl, Five Rings, Mommy, Nicole. Hold on, just give me a second. Okay, I'm sending the link to a couple of people real quick. Okay, so let's get ready to get into it. Hey, Softly Love. Hello, Softly Love. Ladybugs in the house. All right. Raya, Yahasrael, Berta, DSB, Black Women Stand Up. Chris is in the house. Okay, I see you, Swirl Girl. So let's get into it. Just Biz, Lamarcus, and Tanya. So listen, now you all know I reported last night about Donald Trump. Okay, hey, Melanated Brown. I reported about Trump last night, about his house being raided by the feds. All right. Now, in that brief report that I did, hold on, let me pull up my receipts. In that brief report that I did, I mentioned that I had a dream about Trump and Nancy Pelosi, whom I call Nasty Pelosi, just a few days ago. As a matter of fact, it was 2 days ago. And I meant to tell you all about that dream. The Queen was typing, rolling, letting him know his biscuits are ready. Lamarcus, don't start this morning. Willie Jilly said Trump raid is a distraction. Okay, Willie Jilly. A distraction from what? What is it a distraction from? Please explain. Now, here's the thing. People always talking about distractions, but what are we being distracted from with this whole Trump raid? I'm curious. What are we being distracted from? Because here's the thing. So a couple of days ago, I believe it was Saturday night. And the reason I didn't tell you all about this, I remember, is because I didn't go live Sunday. I decided to relax on Sunday and I didn't go live. But had I went live, I would have told you all that I had a dream about Trump and Nancy Pelosi on Saturday night. And the dream was so crazy because I was in the back of a limo with Nancy Pelosi. She was trying to get me to help her gather intel on Donald Trump. And she was trying to get me to wear a wire and go and speak to him. And I said I wouldn't do it. And she was offering to pay me like $10,000. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it because I don't fool with Nancy Pelosi or the Democrats, period. And so not that I fool with Republicans, but I definitely don't fool with the do-nothing Democrats. So with that all being said, they were after me. Nancy Pelosi and her minions, they were after me. And then I ended up cutting off my locks because I was trying to disguise myself. It was a crazy dream. I was trying to Twitter booted you a year ago. I was trying to disguise myself. So I cut off my locks. And then A couple of days later, I was regretting it and I wanted to get them stitched back in. It was all so crazy. But I think that dream was basically a precursor to this raid. Okay. And don't forget that a couple of years ago, before the pandemic started, I told you all that I had a dream that they assassinated Trump. And I absolutely think that's what they're up to. So pay attention, honey. All right. So here's the thing. Let me say this. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody says black problems. Somebody says detraction. Uh, okay. While the flesh sleeps, the spirit dreams, says the Godfather. Absolutely, right? Uh, Tekacon says they want to lock him up. Yes, they absolutely do. I, in fact, think they actually want him dead. That's just what I think. I had that dream and it was also real. DSB said Nancy is as evil as they come. She tries to be slick behind the scenes. Yes, she does. She's clearly one who throws rocks and hides her hands. Okay, so I'm not having these dreams about Trump for nothing. Okay, I absolutely think it's something nefarious going on. It's only going to get worse. Here's the thing, though. It's interesting that they raided Trump's house, but meanwhile, they kept that information on the laptop, the FBI, that is, for Hunter Biden, all that stuff that was exposed about him. They kept that under wraps for like a year. I find that very interesting and very telling. Okay. I'm just curious. Why didn't they make such a big to do about that? Why didn't they raid his house? You know, why did they go and get documents that Joe Biden may have? I'm just curious. They don't want him to run again, and if this doesn't work, they will kill him, says Sierra. I absolutely believe so. I'm telling you all, I had that dream twice about them assassinating Trump. And in fact, in the dream, it was a Secret Serviceman who killed him. He actually had on some type of thing under his sleeve of his jacket, and he had like some type of laser, and he aimed it at Trump and then shot him with it, and Trump fell forward. And when I went to tell the rest of the Secret Service that he did it, they tried to kill me. So I'm just saying, honey, pay attention, all right? Because y'all know that I have these prophetic dreams. I've said many things that were going to happen, and in fact, they did. Okay, the FBI was probably getting off on what they found out on that laptop. I don't know about all that, but what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, narratives are clearly being pushed. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So Fox News said that they weaponized the justice system. Now, so they go on to say the 45th president said during his speech that he may be the most persecuted person in the history of America. They say a friend of mine, this is what Trump said, a friend of mine recently said that I was the most persecuted person in the history of our country. And I then thought about it because I didn't have time to think much because I'm always being persecuted. And I felt that he may well be right. Now, they say Trump called the raid prosecutorial misconduct, the weaponization of the justice system, and an attack by radical left Democrats who desperately don't want him to run for president in 2024, especially based on recent polls, adding that the Democrats will likewise do anything to stop Republicans and conservatives in the upcoming midterm elections. They say nothing like this has ever happened to a president in the United States before. That's what Trump said, and he's right. So now during an America First Policy Institute event in July, Representative Mike Johnson, who was part of Trump's legal defense team during the Democrats' 2019 attempted impeachment of Trump, told the Epoch Times in an interview that the Biden administration has completely weaponized the DOJ, the Department of Justice. They say by design, the American justice system is a bulwark against tyranny. But if the Department of Justice, for example, is weaponized for political purposes, which is what we're seeing right now in the Biden administration, that jeopardizes that foundational pillar itself. Today's raid on the former president's home in the middle of an election season looks like another egregious and unprecedented abuse of power. That's what Johnson said in a statement. Say we will restore order and accountability as soon as we regain the gavels for a Republican majority in November. It can't happen soon enough, he says. Such an assault could only take place in broken third world countries. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries, corrupt at the level never seen before. Now, using government power to persecute political opponents is something we have seen many times from third world Marxist dictatorships. This is what Rubio said in a statement on Twitter, but never before in America. After today's raid on Mar-a-Lago, what do you think the left plans to use those 87,000 new IRS agents for? What do you think they're going to use them for? Now, the FBI isn't doing anything about the groups vandalizing Catholic churches, firebombing pro-life groups, or threatening Supreme Court justices, but they have time to raid Mar-a-Lago. Now, I'm telling y'all, that all makes sense to me. Somebody explain that. They're not doing anything about all these other terroristic acts that are going on. Pay attention. But they have time to go and raid Trump's resort. Now, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem said in a statement, the FBI raid on President Trump's home is an unprecedented political weaponization of the Justice Department. They've been after President Trump as a candidate, as a president, and now as a former president. Using the criminal justice system in this manner is un-American. Let me say this. Here's my point. Willie said truth. It hit like that. Yes, here's the thing. Thank you, Fu Manchu, says original queen of salute. Thank you, beloved. Here's the thing. They are absolutely painting a narrative, and they're going so hard in the paint for Trump. But meanwhile, all this stuff that Biden has been accused of. Now, didn't they say that Biden and Hunter Biden were both taking money over there from the Ukrainians? Didn't they say that? Right? And is that the reason that he sent all that money, cash, and resources over there to the Ukraine? Now, right? Now, I'm just wondering. Vina said didn't get a notification. I'm sorry, beloved. You know how it goes in the YouTube streets. So with that all being said, they go on to say the DOJ and FBI are being weaponized like never before to target political opponents. The administration has thrown the rule of law and faith in our democratic institutions out the door. This is what Representative Claudia Tini said. Now, Joe Biden and Merrick Garland must answer immediately for today's raid against an American president. Let me tell y'all something. At the end of the day, y'all Biden sexuals, y'all can sit here and y'all can say Trump is racist. Okay, so what if he is? So is Biden. That's my point. So is Biden. But see, here's the difference. Biden is the one that Black people disproportionately voted for. As I recall, they said that Black women specifically were the ones who got him across the threshold, he and Kabami, to victory. Because they used Kabami as their scapegoat, right? They had all these people out here talking about chucks and pearls. She's not even a Black woman. Now, you can say she's Black all you want, but she doesn't even consider, classify, or identify herself as a Black woman. Her birth certificate, as we've all seen or should have seen, it says Caucasian. And so a lot of Black people went and voted for Biden, especially Black women, because of Kabami, who's not even classifying or identifying or even relating to Black people. One who clearly said, no, I'm not going to do anything specifically for African Americans. No, that's what she said. And then let's not forget Biden, because what did he say? Well, I'm so glad you asked. He said, if you don't know if you're going to vote for him or Trump, then you ain't Black. All right, so he thinks he can take your Blackness because you don't vote for him, because you don't have the same opinion that he has, because you don't help him to push his narrative. Okay, please, that statement was racist within itself. And as I also have said numerous of times, he is the same person who called us the N-word. We don't need another big shot jigger mayor. We don't need another big shot jigger. We've already got a jigger mayor. Y'all remember that? I played you the footage. I played you the audio. So at the end of the day, Black people voting for this man is absolutely crazy and insidiously obtuse as far as I'm concerned. Okay, it is absolutely ridiculous. Trump has been financially beneficial, so he's got my vote. Meanwhile, Biden continues to take money like Obama did. Exactly. Like these Democrats don't care nothing about Black people. Y'all need to wake up. At the end of the day, it's been 50 plus years of nothing from them. Monuments of nothing that seldom accomplish anything. That's what you get from the Democrats. They use a policy consistently known as benign neglect, where they don't even have to promise you anything. They just ignore you. And then when it's time for the midterms and all that, now they want to start pandering. Okay, that's what they want to do. They want to pander. Please miss me with it. Exactly. Kamala is not and had never been Black. Exactly. Right? She's a whole fraud. But you know something I'm starting to notice about some of the people in the Black community, many of the people in the Black community, they don't have no problem with frauds. You know who Black people have a problem with? Many of y'all Black people. Many Black people don't have any problem with frauds in our community, but you have so much disdain for the authentic people who tell the truth. Because some of y'all want to live a lie. Some of y'all don't want to wake up from the matrix and unplug. Some of you want to stay disillusioned. Some of you or delusional. Some of you do not want to face the facts. The truth hurts. And some of y'all can't handle the truth. That's plain and simple. Some Black people cannot handle the truth. So when someone is trying to tell you the truth and it's a hard pill for you to swallow, you retaliate and start saying, oh, we don't need to hear about this. It's a distraction. A distraction from a what? Nobody has yet told me or anyone else what is it being distracting us. What is it distracting us from? I'm so curious. You see, here's the thing. Y'all can't play that game with me because on my channel, I talk about a myriad of things. I most importantly talk about current topics, current things and events that are in the news, like monkeypox. If you didn't see my video on Rumble, go check it out. But here's my whole point. At the end of the day, you're only distracted if you have a one-track mind. Nobody can distract me from anything that I got my focus on because I'm going to keep paying attention. Hashtag pay attention. Hashtag wake up. Okay, with that all being said, LeVar said, you think YouTube deleted your comment? Well, you might want to pay attention to what you comment, beloved. If you said anything that, that they don't particularly like, they will delete your comments. Okay, and be careful because they're snatching people's channels too. You know how they do. But so anyway, let me continue. So goes on to say, now they say this action, a raid on a former and political rival, is something we would expect from Putin on his rivals, not here in the U.S. This is what Representative Dan Mauser said, or Mauser. Now, the weaponization and politicalization of federal agencies is egregious. I stood up to America's bureaucratic corruption. I restored the power to the people and truly delivered for our country like we have never seen before. The establishment hated that. That's what Trump said in a statement. Now, as we watch my endorsed candidates win big victories and see my dominance in all polls, they're trying to stop me. And the Republican Party once more. They're trying to stop us. The lawlessness, political persecution, and the witch hunt must be exposed and stopped. I will continue to fight for the great American people. Let me tell y'all something. This is all absolutely true. Because here's the thing. Whether you like Trump or not, that's not the point. That's not the point. Whether or not you like Trump is not the point. Do you all remember when I was saying a bunch of this stuff prior to the election? I was going in on Biden, Kabami, Pelosi. I was talking about the do-nothing Democrats. I was giving them the business. And how many Black people started saying, oh, you must be a card-carrying Republican. Oh, you must be a Trump supporter. So stupid and niggering are the things that people say when they have no valid arguments. When people have no valid arguments, when they have no proof, evidence, facts, or receipts against what you're in fact saying, they start saying things like, oh, you're hating. Oh, you're just mad. Oh, you're just distracting us. They start saying all kind of stupid stuff. You can't play that game with me. Because if it's anything that I do is I bring receipts. That's what I do. So at the end of the day, tell me, anybody, I would love to know what Biden and Kabami have done for you since they've been in office. What have they done? Besides nothing. I'm sure you can't put nothing in the chat. They've not done anything. That's what they haven't done. Okay? So for people who don't like Trump, if you think that's going to make me not talk about Biden, see, here's the thing. The Democrats and the Republicans are they're the same bird with different feathers. They're one snake with two heads. Neither is any different than the other. Okay? They're just not. But some of our own people don't want to hear the truth. And they foolishly think that they have to pick a side. You don't have to pick a side, honey. You don't have to pick a side. You know how stupid y'all sound when y'all talk about, oh, I got to choose between the lesser of two evils. Here's how stupid you sound. Let me give you a prime example. So you mean to tell me if you had the KKK on one side with the hoods on and everything, the whole get up, and then on the other side, you had the neo-Nazis holding up the swastika. Right, holding up their flag and all that. So you mean to tell me you would choose between one of them? That's what you would do. You would sit there and say to your black self, let me see which one of these is the lesser evil. So you would really pick one of them? No, you wouldn't. So stop acting stupid when it comes to these darn Democrats, all you Biden sexuals. Stop acting crazy. DSB said, I love your energy and you always bring the truth, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. I'm just saying, like, make it make sense. It makes none. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You don't even have to vote, right? Some of y'all feel like you just have to go and pick one or the other. So since Trump is, blatantly racist and Biden is closeted racist, then let me go pick him. That's what some of y'all think. Like I said before, and I'll say again, some of y'all black folk like sugar-coated racism, which is what Biden gives. But you don't like salt-covered racism, which is what you feel you get from Trump. But I'll say this, whether you like Trump or not, how many black folk did Trump help get out of prison? Who had life sentences and all that? How many people did he get out of prison? I'm just saying, what has Biden done for black folk? Please miss me with all of it. Okay, at least Trump wanted to sit down with Ice Cube, says Lamarcus. Exactly, that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because to show how stupid and ignorant some of our own people are, some of you even called Ice Cube a Sambo. Some of y'all had so much to say about Ice Cube simply because he said that he would meet with Trump. What's wrong with that? He was meeting with Trump, willing to meet with Trump at our best interest. A lot more than I can say for some of y'all. And at the end of the day, what was the problem with that? You see, if you want to get something done, sometimes you have to go and sit down with the devil. That's just what it is. If the devil's in charge and you're trying to get your point across or push your own agenda, you just may have to go sit down face to face with Satan. So I'm just wondering how some people are so foolish. I mean, some of our own black people, really? Ice Cube has always been pro-black. Are y'all serious? And y'all sat there and talked all the trash about that man and said all this stuff. Y'all were just mad because he wasn't kissing Biden's boots like some of y'all do, Biden sexuals. Make it all make sense. I'm sure you can't. Okay, Queen, Donald Trump won't sign no Asian hate bill. That's a fact. At the end of the day, as I said, let's stick to the topic because here we go again. Now, let me address that. Hold on. Who said that so I can address you specifically? It's all good 3,000. Well, let me say this to you. It's all good 3,000. I'm not telling anybody to vote for Trump. Pay attention if you're capable of it. What I'm saying is this. Stop acting like you have to vote for the Democrats, like you have to vote for Joe Biden. Stop acting like you have to when he called us jiggers with an N. Okay? Stop acting like you have to vote for him when he hasn't done anything for you. Did he sign an anti-Asian hate crime bill? I'm just saying. Make it all make sense. Hold on. Hold on. At the end of the day, let me read these comments. Not a damn thing but bring misery. Kabami and Jim Crow Joe suck. Okay, yes, they do. Here's the thing, though. Here is the thing. Biden hasn't done anything for us. Biden sits there and talks about he don't want reparations. What did he say? Why do we feel like they owe us reparations? Well, I'm glad he asked because I feel like they owe us reparations because they benefited from slavery, whether they were owning slaves or not. Their ancestors did. They benefited from it. They built generational wealth from it. And they took and stole everything from our ancestors from it. And if they didn't steal it themselves, they stole it from the descendants of our ancestors, which is us. So they can miss me with it. That's why I feel like he owes us reparations. But he don't want to talk about that. He want to sit there and play crazy. Him and Bernie Sanders. He want to sit there and play crazy and act as though it's all good. 3,000 said, Queen, I don't vote. Well, that's good, beloved. That's absolutely good. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. Those of you who do vote need to stop acting like you absolutely have to vote for Biden because you don't. Unfortunately, Idris says, unfortunately, many black people politically sabotage themselves because they vote based on names, not policy, especially pro-black policies. Yes, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. And so here's the thing. Let me just finish addressing this. I'm not saying that Trump would sign an anti hate crime bill for black people or that Biden would. I really think that they're all racist. That's what I think. And matter of fact, that's what I know. What I'm saying is this: stop acting like one of them is better than the other, because they're absolutely not. They're absolutely not. Neither of them is any better than the other. Period. So all I'm saying, I didn't vote in the last election. Queen Amadaya, Trump hurt black people's feelings. Sleepy Joe said he not doing anything just for black, says my aunt Egypt. Exactly. Robert A says, Queen, there is no lesser of the two evils. Both of them are nefarious and demonic and don't care about B1 peeps at all. Exactly. Queen, he's on your side saying Trump wouldn't did what Biden did. Oh, okay, Nicole. Thank you, beloved. Hold on. And I went all in on him too. Okay, it's all good, 3,000. My mistake, beloved. My mistake. I misread your comment. So my mistake. But yes, absolutely. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When black people start talking about Trump is racist, now I want y'all to ask yourselves this question. Answer it for yourselves. You don't have to answer it to me. When black people say that Trump is, racist, and then they act like Biden isn't, well, have you seen more racism from Trump or Biden? Who's been the most racist? Because I'm going to tell you who I see that's been the most racist, and that would be Biden. Biden's the one that signed that nefarious 1994 crime bill. He authored it. He authored it, literally authored it, about crack while his own son was on crack. There's black people still languishing in prison for selling or using crack. And his son used crack. And he didn't get any type of punishment, faced no consequences. So that is such a hypocrite, for one. But the fact that black people vote for him, that's what I mean, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. It's all good, 3,000. But so with that all being said, at the end of the day, Biden is still thinking that we're supposed to lobby behind him after he's been so detrimental, after he literally caused mass incarceration of black people, specifically black men. He specifically did this. And the way he talks to black people so condescending. Did you all not hear the leaked audio when he was talking to the so-called civil rights leaders? How he was talking to them? How he spoke to them? He would never have spoken to a group of Caucasian men that way. He just wouldn't have done it. He is very blatantly disrespectful. Okay, he makes little snide comments about us all the time, but says it with a smile as if it's a joke. Well, I'm not laughing, and neither should you be. Neither should you be. Y'all right? And so, Queen, these folks just play follow the leader. Biden has a history of racist remarks that not be hidden. Thank you, Lakiva. You're absolutely right. And I played some of them, like prior to the election. And you know what some black people said to me? Oh, you just a Trump supporter, card carrying Republican. Because I'm playing video footage of Joe Biden calling us jiggers. Are you serious? But like I said, some people don't want to know the truth. But let's talk about Biden. Hold on, because I got more news. Because he just signed this bill. Let's get into it. Why don't we? Let's get into it. Now listen to this. Where is it? He signed this bill extending the prosecution. Here it is right here for PPP loans. Now, who do you think that's directed towards? Biden signs bill tackling COVID, stupid 19 relief fraud into law. Okay, so he signed into law 2 bipartisan bills on Friday, aimed at holding accountable individuals who commit fraud under pandemic relief programs. The 2 new laws will extend the time period prosecutors have to prosecute individuals who committed fraud through the Paycheck Protection Program or Stupid 19 Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, extending the statute of limitations for criminal and civil enforcement against a borrower for 10 years. Here's the thing. Who do y'all think he's targeting with that? I'll wait. During a signing event held on the balcony of the White House on Friday, Biden underscored that it was essential to extend the statute of limitations for certain pandemic fraud to 10 years to make sure fraudsters can't run out the clock. Saying that my message to those cheats out there is this: you can't hide. We're going to find you. We're going to make you pay back what you stole and hold you accountable under the law. This is what he says. Tough talk, but he don't have the same energy for his own son. But let me continue. In his remarks, Biden squarely blamed his predecessor, former President Donald Trump, for failing to promote safeguards against defrauding stupid 19 economic relief programs. He says not only did the Trump administration let the biggest businesses with the teams of lawyers and accountants to the front line, my predecessor undermined the watchdogs who were supposed to be on the job to make sure relief went to mom and pop businesses that were supposed to get it in the first place. This is what he said, delivering remarks outdoors due to a rebound positive stupid 19. Oh, he got stupid 19 again? Wow. Because didn't he get the venom? But let me continue. In my State of the Union address, I made it clear the watchdogs are back, he says. American people deserve to know whether their tax dollars are being spent as intended. Well, we certainly do. I agree with him on that. And what I'd like to know as an American taxpayer, did any of my money go to Ukraine? Did any of our tax dollars go to Ukraine? Because where's our reparations, Joe? Hashtag cut the check. And until you do, I'm not listening to anything he has to say. And that's just facts. Now, in the years since the start of the stupid 19 pandemic, federal prosecutors have continued to identify fraud related to pandemic relief funds. The U.S. Secret Service has seized more than $1 billion in relief funds obtained by fraudsters, and in December, tapped a senior official to work with law enforcement agencies across the country on the issue. In April, federal prosecutors charged 21 people for allegedly seeking to defraud government health care programs of $149 million through a variety of pandemic-related scams, including selling fake Stupid 19 victimization cards and submitting claims of unnecessary medical tests. Well, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that, but I guarantee you, most of those people didn't look like us. I guarantee you that. Most of those people didn't look like us. But you know what? The ones that they'll lock up for it are the ones who look like us. Because Brad and Chad, they'll get a slap on the wrist. Trust and believe. They absolutely will. Okay, they're all Confederate against us. We have no win. Right. I absolutely agree with that. I concur, beloved. Absolutely. And so, it is what it is at the end of the day. This is all just a bunch of BS. All just a bunch of BS. Okay? Tia to you says, blessings, y'all. This is what Babylon is. Let me go back to this comment. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Eating itself from the inside. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Obsidian Blaze says, no wonder Hunter was diddling his sister-in-law. He got it from his daddy. Absolutely. Okay, Raya says, hashtag cut the check. Absolutely. It's all good. 3000 says, they sure have lots of money for Ukraine. No money for black people. Absolutely, beloved. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And then want to sit there and play these little games. And here's another thing. He had all this smoke. He had all this smoke for Putin. Biden did, as it pertained to the Ukrainians. I want y'all to pay attention. He had all the smoke for Putin, talked all the trash about Putin as it pertained to him going against the Ukrainians. But guess what? He didn't have half of that smoke when it came to getting Brittany Griner back in America. He didn't have half that smoke. I saw a video just a couple of days ago when someone even asked him about Brittany Griner, and he said, we're working on it. Like he had an attitude that they even dared to ask him, and he just got up and walked off with his sunglasses on. That's y'all's president. Okay? That's y'all's president. The USA will continue to be under divine judgment until they do right by black people. Until then, more floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, wildfires, and droughts, says Idris. Absolutely. Babylon is going to fall into the midst thereof. It's already been prophesied, just so y'all know, at the end of the day. Okay? It's already been prophesied. Brian says, what happened to the student loan debt cancellation? So he didn't cancel the student loan debt? I don't know. I haven't checked and looked into it, beloved. Biden acted like she barely existed. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Swear Girl says she has a master's degree and drives Uber. You see? So with that all being said, Biden needs to sit down somewhere. And those Biden sexuals who look like us need to stop caping and capping for him because I'm not buying it. Neither should any of you. Okay? Yes, midterm is going to be a trip. Okay? It absolutely is, Eck. I promise you that at the end of the day. But so now here's before I close out, let's talk about this other news. I have to address this. Somebody told me not to, but I'm going to. First of all, this is also nefarious and sick, says Mr. Hotel. Absolutely. Ladybug said Biden ain't saying nothing about the student loan debt. No, he's not. He hasn't said anything about it as of late, but I thought he still was going to cancel it, but apparently not. My student loans dropped off my credit. Well, good for you, beloved. Mine are actually paid off. He only considers canceling. Hold on. This chat is moving. He only considers canceling up to $10,000 in debt for federal loans on it. What? That's it? Please. And so anyway, let me just say this. I have to tell y'all this because I find this to be so hilarious. Now, a friend of mine told me not to say anything, not to even address this, but I have to address it. So I've had a few people trying to tell me what to talk about, right? Softly Love said, go ahead, Queen, and got your popcorn up. You already know. No, but I've had a few people trying to tell me what to talk about, right? When I was going in on Wig, some of y'all were saying, let it go, Queen, let it go. Some of her minions were saying, oh, you hating on her. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, whenever someone doesn't have a valid argument, whenever someone can't dispute your claims, whenever they can't debunk your receipts, proof, and evidence, that's the first thing they go to. You're hating. Wig and her minions, you're hating. Nobody's hating. I did a video about a month ago. Oh, no, Queen, you speak what you feel. Thank you, beloved. That's right, Queen, get wigs. So let me say this. At the end of the day, I told y'all about a month ago how she copies my stuff. I also told you all that what she would do often is watch my video, go back and do the same video about the same topic, and then put in the title, The Real Reason. So, for example, if I said Santa Claus is coming down the chimney, let's say that was the title of my video, Santa Claus is coming down the chimney. Her video would then be titled, The Real Reason Santa Claus is Coming Down the Chimney. I told y'all that like a month ago, right? So let me show y'all something. So last night, those of you who saw my broadcast last night, my evening broadcast on this channel, you all know that I talked about the mark of the beast. I also talked about bobblehead Sharpton, but I talked about the mark of the beast. That was in the title. The initial title was only about the mark of the beast, but right before I went live, I got the information about Sharpton, so I added him to the title. Right after I posted what I was going to talk about, do you know Wig posted a clip from a 2 weeks old video where she was on Dr. Ma'at's show? She posted a clip talking about the mark of the beast because she knew I was about to talk about it. And then somebody sent me the screenshot this morning that she went back and changed the thumbnail to read The Real Mark of the Beast. Now, I told y'all she does that, and I'm going to show y'all the receipts. So I'm going to say this. For all of y'all who want to sit up here and act like I'm hating on this woman, I think we all, with common sense and critical thinking skills, I think we know who the hater is. All right. So all I'm saying. So hold on. Now I'm going to show y'all this. I want y'all to pay careful attention. Because you see, Queen, you know that Wig something be on the Phil Scott show. Yeah, she does. She does, and I'm surprised. Queen, I saw that and was surprised, says Robert. Okay. Mommy says no originality at all. Exactly. But I want you to pay attention. When we had Dr. LaShawn Clark on my show the other day, what did she say about these narcissists, right? That they copy other people because they have no authentic, no original thoughts. And they only copy the best. So that's wig. So that's wig right there. But hold on. Hold on. Let me pull this up on the screen because now I got to show more receipts. Y'all know I stay with them. And Wig can sit there and say whatever she wants, but I want y'all to pay attention. All she ever does is talk. She gives lip service. She has not shown one receipt to disprove anything that I said. B. Tiller says, gosh, Wig just will not quit. No, she won't. Because another thing that Dr. LaShawn Clark said about narcissists is that they'd rather die than just give up. All right? So she clearly can't. Pay attention. Now, y'all see this, right? Y'all see the title? Now, when did it say this aired? 12 days ago. This aired 12 days ago. 12 days ago was almost 2 weeks. So now, I want y'all to look at this. This is just all so sad. Like, I really don't even get mad anymore. I used to get mad at Wig and say she's hating and all that stuff. I just now feel sorry for her. This is clearly a case of single black female at its finest. I mean, she's a whole stalker at this point. She literally has to follow me. She has to be one of my subscribers. She has to literally get notifications because how did she know that I was going to talk about that last night? Of course she knew. And she tried to beat the queen to the punch. Poor thing. It's all so sad. Now I want y'all to see this. Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that? It says the real mark of the beast. And then it says hashtag short Dr. Ma'at and Wig, you know who. I'm not even going to say her name. But yeah, the real mark of the beast. Now I want y'all to pay attention because here's the thing. She literally posted this. Y'all see the timestamp? I want y'all to pay attention. You see the timestamp? 13 hours ago. She posted it 13 hours ago. Now, let me show you something. I cannot make this stuff up. I literally cannot make this stuff up. Watch this. Y'all see that? This is me last night. And when did I do this? 13 hours ago. 13 hours ago. What is the mark of the beast? And Al Sharpton in dispute over rent. I rest my mother-sucking case. Correct. At the end of the day, this is beyond nefarious. RKTT says, the magical wig healer. What? I'm a hollering. It's all good. 3000 said, damn, Wig's a thief too? Yeah, she's been a thief, beloved. She has been a thief. Now, here's the thing. One could say, pay attention. One could say, well, Queen, she did talk about it 12 days ago on Dr. Ma'at's channel, so she talked about it first. And to that, I'll say this. No, the hell she didn't. No, she didn't. I literally talked about this last year. So if we want to play that game, I still talked about it before she ever did. But my whole point is this. That aside, she saw that I was going to talk about this last night. And she said, oh, wait a minute. I've got a clip. I was talking about that on Dr. Ma'at's show. Let me post my clip first so it'll look like she copied me. Is that what she tried to do? But you know what's so funny about the whole thing? G from the land said that's her get down. Yes. Mr. Hotel said hashtag buy wig. Yes. Enhanced Simplicity said I can't stand her. She's a low-grade trash ace female. She's a woman hater. Yes, she is. Thank you, beloved. I'm so glad. Let me put that on the screen. Let me put this comment on the screen because, yes, that's what she is. That's exactly what she is, honey. Now, let me tell y'all this. I find this all so interesting. Okay? I find this all so... Hold on. Jacqueline said the unmasking of Wig. That broad has lost her everlasting mind. Oh, yes, she clearly has, beloved. Yes. Hold on. Queen, his mind is optimum and sharp when it comes to his dubious acts against black people. Nothing is wrong with that bastard when it comes to his dirt for us and has no stimulus. Yes, absolutely. Biden, absolutely. Okay? I absolutely cannot with Wig. Um, this is also nefarious. The wig chronicles continues. Okay, let me tell y'all something. See, so for those of y'all, Jeff says, wig, stop copying the queen and be original. She can't, beloved. You know why she can't? She can't be original because she's not. She's not authentic. You see, she has no identity of self. She suffers from low self-esteem. Now, she can sit there and act like she loves herself and all that. But if you love yourself, you wouldn't try to mimic other people. You see, you would not try to act like other people and do what they do and copy them. It's also sad. I really feel sorry for her at this point. But I just wanted to bring that up. And here's the thing. If you didn't see that video last night, please watch it. And if you didn't see Wig's clip, go watch hers too. Go watch hers. I'm sending y'all to watch Wig. I'm doing her a favor because she only got 3,000 little measly views. So y'all go watch Wig. Wig is obsessed and kind of weird. Yes, she clearly is. And so with that all being said, go go watch her little short because she clearly wants somebody to see it. Here's the thing though. The thing is this. What's all ironic about the whole debacle is that last night when I did my video about the mark of the beast, it was because numerous people asked me to discuss it and break it down again. Because I've actually talked about it before, but not in so much detail. But people asked me to do it again because they said that Wig was sitting there telling lies and giving misinformation and whatnot, whatever they want to call it, and telling people that the mark of the beast being on your forehead is going to be your thoughts, and that the mark being in your right hand is going to be how you use your hands and what you do. Well, that's so stupid, as I said on the broadcast last night, because for one, we've always had thoughts. Even children have thoughts. How could the mark of the beast ever be your thoughts? And also, as I showed in my video last night, there's also going to be people that have a seal on their foreheads, which comes from the Most High. Okay? So, what she was trying to do, as I already explained last night, is that she was trying to act as though it's an allegory that needed to be broken down and for her to explain it. It's not an allegory. It's absolutely a literal interpretation. Okay? It was prophetic. So, with that all being said, honey, she's a whole hot mess. She is just a whole hot mess. I absolutely cannot. She looks like a walking skeleton. No comments. All right? But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, honey. I'm just saying. So for those of you, her minions that love to come on my channel on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and y'all wonder why I be going in on her, this is why. She makes it too easy. She continues to give me material. You think that after all the videos I've done exposing her for filth, I should have learned her lesson by now, but sadly, she has not. Okay? Sadly, she has not. Oh, okay. Antoinette said the blind leading the blind. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it is. And you know, it's funny you said that because that's absolutely what I told my friend yesterday. Okay? Mr. Hotel said, didn't Wig say it was an algorithm? Yes. She said that numerous of times. She said numerous of times that the Bible is an algorithm. Honey, an algorithm is what they use on social media so they can track your channel and see what types of things you're saying. It's the reason that you have a lot of followers or not so many followers because the algorithm dictates who should be shadow banned and all that. The reason I say venom rather than the other V word is because of the algorithm. But sadly, she doesn't know what an allegory is or didn't know until she heard me say it. I want y'all to pay attention, and then I'm going to leave Wig alone for the day. Wig was on YouTube years before I ever was. She never, not once in her life, in her Wig life, talked about biblical allegories. Now, I can drop the receipt from when I first started talking about it, which was 2.5 years ago. She never said anything about biblical allegories until I did. She also never used the word queen to describe herself. She was just Slicky Gillard. I'm not going to say her real name, but when I came on F and Q, And it's Queen Amadaya. Now all of a sudden she wants to be a queen. And then when she finds out that I have a whole PhD, then I'm a doctor, then she wants to be a doctor. One of her websites says Dr. Slicky Skillard. She's no doctor. She never even went to college. According to her, people who go to college are stupid because they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and then only get jobs making $30,000 a year. That's what she said. So anyway, I absolutely cannot with Wig. She is beyond hilarious and clearly nefarious. Okay, please. But anyway, I digress. With that all being said, I just want y'all to pay attention. Hold on. If somebody said, hold on, let me pull this message up. Hold on, this chat is going so fast. Brother Sanchez checked her about misleading people on them scriptures too. Yeah, that's what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing. Okay? And then talk about she's a real one. No, you're a fake one. Okay? You're a fake one. That's all I'm saying. So we love the name Wig. I'm glad y'all do. I love it too. That crazy beach area said, Doctor of what? Doctor of Wigs. Doctor of Wigs, I would have to say. Okay, and so anyway, as Sean says, we want news, Queen. We through with beef. This channel has changed. Well, let me just say this to you, Sean, beloved. What did I just give? Did I just hold on? Let me ask y'all this. Did I just give the news? Didn't I just give the news? And if I want to beef on my channel, I will, because it's my damn channel. If you want to beef or you don't like the beef, then don't tune in. Why are you in my chat? That's for one. For two, if you want to talk about what you want to talk about, then go start your YouTube channel. Don't come on here with that BS telling me, because I got time today. Don't come on here trying to tell the queen what to talk about. You know, here's the thing. I do 4 videos per day at least, sometimes even more. With that all being said, if I choose to spend 20 minutes going in on Wig, I'll do just that. All right, Sean. And maybe I'll just block you. Because you talking about this channel has changed. Honey, this channel hasn't changed. This channel has always exposed people. It's funny that you want to say something now, but you didn't have nothing to say when I exposed Black Lives Matter. You didn't have anything to say when I exposed Grandmaster J or Scam Master J. You didn't have anything to say when I exposed Brother Polite. You don't have anything to say when I exposed young Pharaoh. So miss me with it. All right. You acting like a whole bitch right about now, Sean. That's what you acting like. All right. So if you're subscribed, I suggest you unsubscribe. Because since this channel has changed, well, then why are you still listening? If I'm not talking about what you want to hear, if I'm not serving up nothing you want to eat, then please leave, exit stage left. Do you think I care? Because I don't. You see, unlike some people, I'm not on ScrewTube for clouts. All right, I'm not on here for clout, honey. All right, pay attention. It's crazy in these YouTube streets. If you did YouTube, they wouldn't ever get reply from me. I would care less online beef isn't real beef. Well, at the end of the day, if it isn't real beef, why did you just say you were tired of it, fool? Why did you just say you were tired of it? Let me just block your ace. There you go. Bye, Sean Jenkins. Another one bites the dust. So with that all being said, I don't know who people think they are coming on my channel going to try to tell me what to talk about. That's what you're not going to do. That's what you're not going to do at the end of the day. You know, here's the thing. Yashua Muhammad said, thank you for this presentation, sister. You're welcome, beloved. Okay, Raya said, Sean is a Wig follower. Of course he is. It's probably Wig herself. Okay, I would have said, Sean, go hug something sharp. Right. Let me tell y'all something, honey. When somebody that I've never seen before shows up in my chat trying to school me on something, y'all know I'm not going to listen. Okay? Okay, yeah. Okay, they say Sean is having his period. Yes. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. That's probably Wig herself. Because y'all know Wig comes in here. She has about 20 channels. And she comes in on different times and follows me. She sits there. That's how she knew I was going to talk about the Mark of the Beast last night. Because she literally is subscribed to this channel. Honey. Don't let her fool you. She's literally subscribed to this channel. She got a notification. Said, oh, wait a minute. She's about to talk about that. Let me beat her to it. So that's just what it is. All right. She sits in my chat, as we've already been told and I've already exposed. Tasha said, Queen, we appreciate you. Thank you, beloved. Anyway, let me go, honey. My time here is done for this moment. Wig makes multiple accounts, Queen. Bet on it. Yes, she does. Absolutely. Let me put that on the screen. All right? Yes, she absolutely does, beloved. I'm convinced. I'm so convinced. Queen, that was Wigs pretending to be pretending to be showing. Yes. Okay. So anyway, honey, I'm gonna let y'all go. But I want y'all to pay attention to how they're going in on Trump, but Biden and Hunter, they're not saying anything about them. At the end of the day, y'all just remember, Lurking Wig says, can get okay? Y'all just remember that the name Sean King sounds like something Wig came up with while wiping her nose. No, it was Sean Jenkins. But yes, absolutely. Okay. She was incognivo, says Jacob. Y'all are something else, honey. So anyway, with that all being said, listen, everyone please like and share, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to follow me on the other network, on the other social media platform where I post things that are censored on here. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at QueenAShakur. You can also follow the QueenAShakur fan page, right? And here's the thing. I want y'all to pay attention because here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to pay attention because there's going to be another trivia on Friday. This Friday, it's going to be another trivia. But here's the thing. The only way you're going to be able to win, y'all are not going to be able to Google these answers. I got a trick for y'all's aces. Y'all are not going to be able to Google the answers because this time, Mr. Hotel said, thank you, Queen. I've been loving the videos more on More Than Meets the Third Eye channel. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. So listen, let me just tell y'all this. Stop right said, Biden and his crackhead son, he said, and I quote, Hunter is the smartest guy I know. They write laws to keep us down or Hunter would be in jail. Yes, absolutely, beloved. Absolutely. He said Hunter's the smartest guy he knows. That says a lot about him, right? But let me say this, beloveds. At the end of the day, we're going to have the trivia thing this Friday. And so we're going to have it in the morning and we're going to have it in the evening. I'm going to give away one prize in the morning. It's going to be the ebook, right? It's going to be my ebook, Daily Vitamins for People Drenched in Melanin, right? So that's what it's going to be. You can win the ebook, but it's going to be, the questions are going to be about my broadcast during this week. So pay attention because I'm going to be asking questions that pertain to the broadcast that I've done this week. So if you don't tune in, you can't win. That's all I'm saying. So you better be listening to the videos and you better be gathering your receipts and all that because the questions are all going to be about. Mr. Mystical Black Realm said, hashtag buy wig hidden in the chat. Mr. Hotel said, hashtag pay attention. That's right. Tell him, Mr. Hotel. Y'all better pay attention because the trivia is going to be about something that I spoke about in my broadcast this week. All right? So make sure y'all paying attention to that, honey, because we're going to do it in the morning and in the evening. All right? Because I love it. It's so hilarious. It's uplifting. Like it makes us have fun. We get away from the mundane things that we often have to talk about that I have to report. You know what I'm saying? Otis said the answer is the Bible. It's all good. It's all good. 3000 said, Queen, Wig's going to steal your idea. Honey, you know she will, but that's okay. You know she will. Okay. So with that all being said, Kenyatta said, love it. So exciting. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. All right. So with that all being said, I already gave y'all the heads up. So y'all already know, because I could have just sprung it on y'all at the last minute. So I'm already giving y'all the heads up that y'all need to hashtag pay attention, like Mr. Hotel said, honey, so y'all can find out, get the answers, have the right answers. And here's the thing. Don't put the answers in the chat. I told y'all that last time. Don't put the answers in the chat. You're going to have to send the answer to my email. That way, I can really see who came in first. So it won't be any discrepancies. All right. So with that all being said, I'm going to close out this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning back in once again to the original Queen PPP show. Make sure you like and share this video. And I hope to see you all this evening for your daily vitamins. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive and constructive, never destructive. Until next time, beloveds, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your
Ahmadiyah.
skin?
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyah.
So